All right, what we're looking at here today is a Husqvarna YTH21K46. Problem with this mower is the cable that engages the blades is broken. On this video, we are going to be replacing said cable and getting this mower back in the yard. All right, after popping in the hood, looking in here, the mechanism is way back there, out of reach. Looks like the easiest thing to do is going to be removing this fuel tank. So I'm going to take the fuel tank loose, set it on top of the engine, and see if we can't get to that cable. Well, just about like everything today, you're going to need a 10mm socket for those bolts right there. 2 bolts. I'm going to unbolt them right now. Over to the other side. All right. Let's see if we can shimmy this out. We can. There we go. Okay, here's what we're dealing with. It's connected right back here. It's going through this little connector here. So we're gonna pop that out with some pliers and then just remove the spring, and that should pop off right there. I'm putting pressure on the wire and pulling at the same time. We're gonna take the spring off. Oop, dropped a washer. And then that just drops off. It was only retained by the washer and the spring. Let me open up the new one and we're gonna put it on. Get it routed correctly. I'll just push this into place. All good there. Gotta remember our washer. Okay, the spring goes around this. Okay. Okay, should be good to go. Right here, you can see where this spring goes right there. Kind of connects, holds it in place, and then there's that wire. I'm going to put the fuel tank back into the mower. Let's go ahead and get this routed back in here correctly. Okay, so after looking at some diagrams online, we're going to route the cable here. It's going to come down, going to come in a zip tie to this piece right here. It's going to go under this guard, so we'll remove this guard and then connect. So I'm going to get the socket wrench back out. We're going to go ahead and take off this guard, and we should just be able to zip tie right here and then route it around. Screws aside. So our first point that we're going to attach this to is just going to be right here. I'm just going to leave everything a little loose on this, just until we get it finalized. We're going to take it around, and there's a little bracket that you can't see that I'm going to show you right now. Right, this part is going to go through this bracket right here. There's a little grommet that goes, kind of just snaps in place right here, and it's not really working that great. It's almost a guarantee that's going to fall off. Just put it in here, snap it in. The next thing we're going to do is going to connect the spring over to the pulley. This goes straight. This goes over that belt. All belts are in place. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and engage the blades, and let's see if the belt tightens up. Okay, here goes the engagement. Oh man, that's tight. All right. banjo tie it. That should be problem solved. I'm gonna zip tie this one more spot. Kind of tuck these wires in here and zip tie them down. And then we should button it back up and we should have a deck again. We just want to make sure this stays out of the way. Now there's not really a spot for the cable. So I'm going to put one right here on this deck. I'm going to go right around this bracket. And I just want something to kind of hold this in place. I'm going to go ahead and snip this. Get our safety guard back in place. Always difficult to get these started when they're the self-tapping ones. You don't really want to strip these out. A little trick you can do is you can take your screw and go backwards a little bit, and you'll feel it just pop into place. Just hand tighten it a couple of turns. Good to go. Snip these. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the fuel tank back on the mower. This is going to go on the same way it came off. Make sure these wires are out of the way. We don't want to pinch anything. Tilt it and just let it fall into place. Again, it's kind of important you don't want to over tighten these because you'll kind of crush the plastic. This mower's missing some screws to hold this on to this. So I'm gonna have to find some replacements. That's another project for another day. We should be able to test this out now and see how it cuts. So we got that fixed. Apparently it has the wrong deck belt on it also. So I will be ordering a new deck belt for it, the correct size, because the blades spin no matter what. So that's just some things you run into when you buy a mower used. I hope you guys like this video. Until next time, see you later.